Welcome back to the Headline Roast, where billionaires launch pop stars into space. Cows block traffic, and judges casually threaten contempt charges. It's Wednesday, April 16th. If the news feels like a Netflix pitch meeting, congrats, you're paying attention. Today's stories feature space tourism, celebrity court cases, defiant cows, and a hawk in a grill. Let's dive into the headlines with a seatbelt and a sense of humor. Subscribe now and join the Roast fam. If you laughed, learned something weird, or just love watching the news get roasted, show us some love and hit that button. We roast the headlines so you can have fun when you commute or sound smart at brunch. Without doom-scrolling 5 papers or paying $8 for hot takes. New episodes every weekday and weekend. Story 1. Katy Perry joins Blue Origin flight, fans say WTF. Pop star Katy Perry boarded a Blue Origin capsule this week and announced her 2025 world tour from space. The stunt was part PR, part zero-gravity karaoke, and 100% sponsored by Jeff Bezos' Lauren. Perry floated midair, revealed her set list, and lip-synced Teenage Dream while orbiting the ozone. Twitter called it the White Lotus, low orbit edition. Others called it a waste of rocket fuel. Elon Musk simply posted a laughing emoji. NASA hasn't commented, probably because they were busy doing science. Meanwhile, fans were split, some wowed, some wondering if VIP packages now include moon rocks. Either way, Katy's officially the first pop star to sing in space for marketing reasons. And Jeff Bezos? He's just thrilled his engagement came with event planning. Story 2. Judge finds Trump admin may be in criminal contempt. A federal judge just dropped a legal nuke. There's probable cause to hold the Trump administration in criminal contempt for ignoring orders to halt deportations to El Salvador. This comes after repeated defiance of court mandates. Kind of like skipping jury duty, but with airplanes and human rights. The court called it egregious. Trump called it fake news in a robe. Legal experts say it's rare for a contempt case to escalate like this. The DOJ is reviewing whether criminal charges will follow. Meanwhile, the internet is wondering if contempt of court applies to Twitter. Stay tuned. This could go from headline to handcuffs faster than a Mar-a-Lago subpoena. Story 3. S&P 500 slips on tariff fears. Tech stocks tank. Markets got the midweek blues as the S&P 500 dropped on fresh tariff tension. Tech stocks led the decline, with chip makers getting hit harder than a Black Friday doorbuster. Why? New restrictions on exports to China, and Trump's tariffs playing whack-a-mole with the global economy. Investors are nervous, and analysts are vague. And one CNBC anchor whispered, "We're all just guessing now," off mic. Meanwhile, gold is rising, crypto is confused, and Gen Z is panic buying oat milk. It's not a crash, it's a cautionary stumble in expensive shoes. Story 4. California sues Trump over tariffs. California just went full hold my wine and sued the Trump administration over the tariffs choking their ports, businesses, and vibe. Governor Gavin Newsom teamed up with AG Rob Bonta to file the lawsuit, claiming the tariffs are unconstitutional, economically reckless, and just plain rude. California is the first state to take legal action. New York may follow. Florida's response is probably a meme. Newsom said, "We won't let our economy be collateral damage." Trump responded with something about avocado toast and socialism. The lawsuit's unlikely to end the tariff war, but it's the strongest statement yet from a state tired of playing defense. Story 5. Ashley Graham makes Broadway debut in Chicago. Model and TV personality, Ashley Graham is officially a Broadway star. She made her debut as Roxie Hart in Chicago, and spoiler, she crushed it. Critics praised her presence, vocals, and ability to hit notes and walk in heels at the same time. The audience gave a standing ovation. Twitter gave her a trending hashtag, and one reviewer said she brought powerhouse curves and curveballs. Graham called it a dream come true, proving that you can go from magazine covers to murder ballads if you believe in yourself and rehearse. Broadway just got bolder, sassier, and way more body positive. Story 6. Paige Buchers becomes WNBA's top draft pick. Basketball phenom Paige Buchers went number 1 in the 2025 WNBA draft. and no one was surprised, except maybe the cameras struggling to capture her crossover and charisma. She rocked a power suit, nailed the mic drop moment, and made half of Instagram cry happy tears. The league's calling her the future. Fans are calling her the present. And Nike already called twice. This isn't just a draft pick. It's a brand launch. Paige is here to ball, inspire, and casually redefine women's sports marketing. Story 7. Cow escapes. Wanders into Texas traffic like it owns the road. A cow escaped from a trailer in Texas and strutted through morning traffic like it was headed to brunch. Drivers slowed. Ow! TikTok exploded. And one guy shouted, "That's my Uber." Police eventually corralled the bovine diva without injuries. But for a solid 20 minutes, Houston traffic was ruled by a four-legged freedom fighter. This wasn't just a traffic jam. It was a movement. Story 8. Swedish duo sets record for longest ping pong rally. To Swedish legends Emil Olsen and Fredrik Nilsson just set a new record for the longest table tennis rally, 13 hours straight. That's 46,000 hits, 0 arguments, and 1 very sore shoulder. They took turns hydrating, stretching, and presumably questioning their life choices. When asked why they did it, they said, "Because we could." Respect. This is the most peaceful act of international competition since Eurovision. Story 9. Red-tailed hawk rescued from SUV grill in Texas in the weirdest crossover event of the day. A red-tailed hawk collided with an SUV and got lodged in the front grille. It survived. Wildlife officials removed the bird carefully, and it's recovering at a sanctuary. The hawk's like, "I saw my life flash before my beak." The driver's like, "I thought it was a weird bumper sticker." Everyone's okay. And the hawk is now internet famous, because of course it is. Story 10. San Antonio Zoo welcomes pygmy falcon chick. The San Antonio Zoo just welcomed a new pygmy falcon chick. It's smaller than a golf ball, and already more photogenic than you on vacation. The zoo posted a video of the tiny fluff ball peeping and pecking. The internet immediately melted. Comments ranged from, "I'd die for this bird," to name it Falcon McFalcon face. Sometimes the best news is a pocket-sized predator with a bright future. And honestly, we needed that. Brain teaser time, yesterday's answer. Q. What comes at the beginning of everything, the end of everywhere, but appears in nothing at all? A. The letter E. Today's brain teaser. What can you hold in your left hand but never in your right? Hint. It's not feelings, but it will make you pause. That's your April 16th headline roast. Like, comment, and subscribe, because if space concerts, courtroom shade, and heroic cows don't deserve your attention, what does? If you laughed, learned something weird, or just love watching the news get roasted, show us some love and hit that button. New episodes every weekday and weekend. Catch you tomorrow, Roast Fam.